It is literally the most perfect time of the year to lose weight. And I don't even care what time you're watching this video. I don't know if it's summer when you're watching this. I don't know if it's winter, if it's September, whatever. It's always the best time to lose weight when you decide that you are ready. Is there a perfect time to start a weight loss journey? No, because your life doesn't stop. There's always gonna be holidays, there's always gonna be birthdays, there's always gonna be social events. So if you are on the fence about starting your weight loss journey, here is your sign to just start today. And in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down for you exactly how I lost over 65 pounds, and specifically how I accelerated my weight loss so that I lost 50 pounds in 5 months. And before you start thinking that that's like dramatic weight loss, like that's too much, that's too fast, that's 2.5 pounds per week, guys. That is 2.5 pounds per week, that is 10 pounds per month, and that is absolutely, in my opinion, a healthy way to lose weight, and you can absolutely start doing that today, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did to get the ball rolling and to get that weight loss consistent. If you are new here, my name is Kathleen Hart, and I'm sharing everything that I can to help you on your weight loss journey so that we can ditch the struggle, ditch the all or nothing mentality, ditch anything that says we can't get to our goal weight. And instead, let's start loving our life, loving our plan, thriving, romanticizing everything that we do so that we lose weight and then we're able to maintain our weight loss. That's really why I'm here. Yes, I want you to lose weight, but I want you to be able to maintain that weight loss. And how you do that is everything I'm gonna be showing you in this video and all the other videos on my channel and on my Instagram. Anybody who's looking for more support in weight loss, specifically if you know your mindset is to blame, check the links down below for my coaching opportunities. I've got one-to-one, I've got group, and I've got master classes that I run all the time. So there's definitely specific things that I did to lose 50 pounds in 5 months, keep the momentum going, keep the motivation going, but more importantly, keep the results coming. We want consistent results. And for me, I broke that down into what I call pillars. These are just the habits that I do every single day so that I not only stay on track, but these are habits and pillars that allow me to reach my goals. I figured out exactly what my body loves, exactly what my body can do every day, what limits I can put on myself, how I can push myself, and where sometimes I need to dial it back. So my first pillar is probably going to be, starting at the top, is your food. You've got to figure out a diet plan. You've got to figure out a way to eat that not only get you results, but one that you can actually stick to for long term. If you love pasta, do not jump into keto. Figure out something else. Personally, I love the low carb lifestyle. I've been low carb now since 2013, on and off for my pregnancies, but besides that, I've been low carb and I absolutely love it. I know low carb sometimes gets a bad rap because people think you need to eat carbs. I don't digest carbs well. Carbs and me do not mix. Do I love pasta? Yeah. Do I love bread? Double yeah. But I know that those things make me feel really sluggish, really blah, and my digestion gets all messed up when I eat these things. So for me, I just decided it's better for me to just find lower carb alternatives, which I have a ton on this channel and definitely on my blog as well, where I share the different things you can have that aren't high carb bread, pasta substitutes, different kind of veggie swaps that you can do. It's available, and that's how I've been able to sustain and do this weight loss journey and then maintain for so many years now, is finding the substitutes that work for me. But low carb definitely is number one for me. Food is where you're gonna see your most results, whether that's macro counting, whether that's following a meal plan, or whether that's following a specific diet plan like me, like with low carb. Food is what's gonna move the scale fastest, and food is something that you can start today by changing exactly what you put in your mouth as far as food and drinks. The next thing that really moves the needle is your movement, is your steps. So when I was losing my weight, all I was doing was aiming for 10,000 steps per day. And a lot of people write to me and they message me and they comment on my videos and they say, how did you get to 10,000 steps? I'm working an office job and I literally can't get more than 2,000 steps per day. Hi, me too. That's exactly where I started. So when I started this whole weight loss journey back 11 years ago, I was working an office job. I was commuting over an hour each way to get to that job. By the time I got home and then I had to cook dinner, and then I was like, I just want to lay on the couch. But I did it. Me and my husband, we started walking our dogs every single night, and that got my steps from 2,000 to about 4,500. And then we did a longer walk. And so then I was up to about 6,000 steps. And little by little by little, I worked myself up to 10K steps per day. And what I found was that I could find my steps. Like I just found them during the day. I would get up every single time I printed something from the printer. I would do a lap around my office building when everyone else was doing a smoking break. I don't smoke, so I would instead go out, take my break, and do a couple laps around my office building. Wherever I could find my steps, I was looking for them because they all add up during the day. A common question that I get a lot on this channel is, do I have to actually get on the treadmill and do a workout? Or can I just spread my steps out throughout my day? And in my opinion, I think if you just stay moving throughout your day, if you keep getting up, don't sit for too long. If you're able to, you're going to get more and more and more steps. And that is just as good as getting on the treadmill at 30 minutes, you know, at night and getting your steps that way. I think however you can find your steps, however you can get more movement in your day, go for it. Go for it. And again, look at your day. How can you maximize? If you know that you're going to the store, park further away. And I know that sounds so silly, but all of these steps add up. Whenever I'm outside, I'm walking around, I actually record the walk on my watch too. So it's a walking workout, outdoor walking workout. And it counts your steps, it counts towards your workout goal for the day, and it just feels really good to close the rings if you have an Apple Watch or if you have a Fitbit to get that buzzing noise at the end of the day. It just feels so good. It feels like you're checking something off of your list. But food and movement are definitely my two biggest pillars as far as moving the needle and getting the results quickly. The next pillar that's always been really important to me is hydration, is water. So when I was postpartum, especially with my daughter, I would say is when I really locked into over 100 ounces of water per day. I was able to pump for her. I was able to, you know, stay hydrated with myself, but then that kind of never stopped. My body just loves being ultra hydrated. So I drink over 100 ounces of water a day. I aim for 120, and I feel like that's perfect for me. I know it's not going to be like that for everyone, but hydration is so important. If I'm not drinking my water, I am snacky. I am feeling like blah and just like sluggish, and I can feel it. I can feel it in my body. It's so good to hydrate not only all of your organs, but all of your cells. It helps with your digestion, and there's just so many benefits to water in general. So water, food, steps, they were like, ooh, the three best friends, literally. They really helped me in my weight loss journey, and they helped me establish some really good solid habits, which again, got me the consistency that I wanted and got me the results faster. Speaking of hydration, let's talk about today's video sponsor, Element. I'm obsessed with Element. I've been drinking them for over a year now, for almost 2 years now, and I really feel a total difference and a total shift in how my body stays hydrated and how it feels. So I used to get nasty Charlie horses in the middle of the night despite all this water that I was drinking. It was kind of crazy. I would also get headaches out of the blue. Both of those things have completely vanished. And I don't go rushing for another cup of coffee back there in the afternoon because this helps with that afternoon sluggish feeling. If you're unfamiliar with Element, they're amazing. They are an electrolyte blend that have single serve package just like this. You pour this into water and you are good to go. The science-backed ratio that they have is perfection. It has magnesium, potassium, and sodium in the most perfect amount to keep you hydrated and replenish your electrolytes. What I've learned is that with everything that I'm doing, with being a busy mom, running around, getting 10K steps, I need to replenish my electrolytes, and it makes a total difference in my afternoon specifically with that sluggish feeling, but it also feels like I'm really hydrating my body. And it fits into my low carb lifestyle perfectly because each packet is only between 0 and 2 carbs. So I don't break the bank when it comes to carbs, and every flavor is absolutely delicious. There's also no weird ingredients in here. So there's no sugar, it's vegan friendly and paleo friendly, low carb friendly, and great if you're gluten free. Happy to announce to you guys that anybody watching right now gets a free sample pack with their next order. All you need to do is go to drinkelement.com/heart. So that's drinkelement.com/heart, H-A-R-T. You can get your free sample pack with your next order. Thank you to Element for sponsoring today's video. So with food, hydration, water, electrolytes, and then daily movement, those 3 things were amazing. So then what comes next? Definitely sleep. I don't know why more people aren't talking about sleep when it comes to weight loss. If you're not getting the weight loss results that you want and you're not getting good sleep, great sleep, look into that. Really, really look into that. Look into, hey, my sleep, I need to improve this. How can I do that? That might be improving your nighttime routine, improving your morning routine, really fine tuning everything. Go through your day and do like an inventory and say, what can I do to make this better? This isn't working for me, or I don't enjoy my nighttime routine. I feel like I'm rushing to get to bed and then I just lay there staring at the ceiling. What can you do to make that better? And I've done this a million times. I do this often actually. When things aren't working for me anymore, I do like a little inventory. I get out my journal, or I just kind of think for a second and say, okay, what can I do that sparks some joy back into my nighttime routine, for example? What can I do that will make this better? And really, when you start asking yourself those questions and you start improving your life and you take back control over your life, it is such a free feeling. It's like the feeling of freedom. When you're literally crafting your dream life and you're able to do that step by step by step, it's just the best feeling ever. Ways that I have improved my sleep routine is I like taking my shower at night, so I switched over to doing that. I just felt like it was just so much more relaxing for me. And in every shower, I always have like a little bottle of eucalyptus essential oil. I will drop that into the bottom of the shower so that it steams up. Oh my gosh, it feels like a spa whenever I take a shower at night. And that's when I like take my time and do my skincare routine. I do a bath if I have time before I do my shower, so then I can just like relax after the kids go to bed. And then I usually get like dressed in like comfortable pajamas, and then I jump into bed and I usually read on my Kindle for a little bit before I go to bed. It just feels like me time, where last year, rewind, I was kind of in this rut about my nighttime routine because I was working at night. And then I was just like, okay, turning off my computer and jumping into bed. And I was just like so wired, so excited from just talking to clients, excited from editing your videos for YouTube. And it just became like a rushed time. And then I was literally doing what I just said, staring at the ceiling going like, why can't I fall asleep? I'm so wired. So I needed to change a lot. And I just kind of sat there and I said, what could really relax me at the end of the night? I really want to go to bed relaxed. I want to just like fade into sleep, not like feel like I'm forcing myself. And so that's what I did. I crafted this amazing nighttime routine. And like I said, it really feels like freedom, guys. It really feels like, wow, what do I want to do? It doesn't have to be on autopilot anymore, which I think is a big shift for me mentally, is that nothing has to be on autopilot anymore. We can literally do whatever we want. We can craft our nighttime routine to be whatever we want it to be. We can take that time for ourselves. It just takes a little bit of the strategy and just thinking about it, doing an evaluation. So what else was really important to my journey? Fasting. So I am not a breakfast girl. I just can't eat breakfast. And I love you guys so much because you've commented on those videos where I talk about fasting and you're like, oh my gosh, me too. I don't know why, but I can't eat breakfast either. You guys, make up your own rules. There's no rules when it comes to crafting your amazing lifestyle. So having that permission for me really changed the game. And when we stop putting ourselves into these boxes of like, I have to fast perfectly. If I don't do a 16-hour fast, then I failed. It's like, no, fast until it feels good to you. If you wake up one day and you're starving at 9 a.m. like me, eat something. If sometimes I'm just so busy and I'm running around and I don't even notice it, I don't even eat until 2 p.m. It's wild. But when I allowed myself that freedom to just do whatever felt good, do whatever I wanted to, not try to fit myself into a box, not have a timer on my phone to say you can eat now and at 7 p.m. you have to stop eating, taking all that away allowed me to fast even more efficiently. It's wild what happens to our mindset when we take away the rules. We actually follow them better. So what I've learned is that now that I'm fasting, I make sure that I fit all of my calories, all of my daily macros into a smaller window. When I originally started doing this years ago, I just found that I was making myself eat breakfast, and that breakfast would spike my blood sugar, it would spike my insulin, and I would instantly get super hungry, and I would even feel sick sometimes. So I'm like, you know what am I doing? Why am I forcing myself to eat? Why don't I just reconfigure my macros into my afternoon and my nighttime and fit everything in there for like a lunch, dinner, and maybe 1 or 2 snacks? And that worked out so well for me, and I've been doing it for years. So I still make sure that I get all of my carbs, all of my protein, and all of my calories in. I just do it in a smaller eating window. Usually I start eating lunch, I eat a dinner, and then I usually have 1 or 2 snacks in between in there somewhere. And I feel like that's so perfect for me. It works out perfect not only for my schedule, but I love it because in the mornings, I just have my coffee. So I'm just having my coffee. I'm worrying about the kids. I'm feeding them. I'm not like going crazy and starving myself. So it feels really good to just kind of devote all of my attention to them. I don't need to eat until lunchtime, and it just allows me to kind of not put the pressure on myself to eat a bunch in the morning. Because like I said, once I do, I cannot stop. So I don't usually get hungry until after lunchtime anyway. So now it's perfect. So those are the pillars for how I lost 50 pounds in 5 months back about 4 years ago in 2020. And I've been maintaining that weight loss ever since. I've lost 65 pounds total. I've got a couple of different videos on my channel just with my journey of how I did it. And you can definitely check out a playlist that has videos from 4 years ago of me doing this and losing the weight, which is really fun. If you want to check that out, I will link that down below. But ever since I was in my maintenance, I've been like up leveling little by little by little. So recently, last year in 2023, November, I started weight training, and I can say that I've been consistent. I'm still weight training. So it always feels like just an evolution. It just feels like I'm getting healthier and healthier and healthier, and I'm doing things at a pace that feels really good to me. And I think a lot of people that come to me for coaching, they're like, I love your coaching because you don't tell me to do anything I don't want to do. And that is 100% accurate. If you're trying to do things and you don't want to do them, if it feels like, oh, I really don't want to do this, that is such the wrong vibe to go into doing anything, because you're not going to get the results that you want anyway. So the mindset behind weight loss is also just as important as food, water, and sleep and steps. It literally is just as important. If your mindset is not behind what you're trying to do and it doesn't feel like it's the next best move, you're probably not going to get the results that you want anyway, which to me, it feels like a waste of time. It's like, why would I even do that? If I don't get the results that I want, why even waste my time? So I don't. I've been wanting to weight train because everybody has been telling me to do it for years, and I've been hearing doctors that I follow online, different people online saying, oh my gosh, weight training changed my life. It's so healthy for you. And so it was always in the back of my mind. It was always on my list, my do soon list, which if you're a client of mine, you know what I'm talking about. But this do soon list is like things that you want to do in the future, but you don't really want to do them right now. Or when you're ready to do something new, you look at your list and you say, ooh, maybe I'll go for this next. It was always on there for me, but I was never ready. I was always so resistant to it. I'm like, no, I'm good. And then came along CoPilot, which now turned into Trainwell. It's an amazing app for weight training. You get your own personal trainer included with your app subscription, and it's amazing. And I love my trainer. She makes workouts for me every week. I've been consistent since November. When I'm filming this video, it is September. So that's the cool part about this, is like I was finally ready. I got the app that just came at the exact right time. It felt like the right next move. I got the results that I was looking for because I was ready. If I would have tried to push this, which I did in the past, I didn't get the results that I wanted. It didn't ever work out. I always felt like I was pushing it, and I was never fully on board with it, therefore I didn't stick with it. Now, I'm loving it. I work out 5 days a week. I love it every single day that I work out. I feel so accomplished. I don't hate it anymore, and it just feels like the next step in my journey. But again, do the things you want to do, because the things that you don't want to do, eventually one day you'll be ready to tackle them. Let me know down in the comments, what pillar are you focusing on this week? Don't forget to check down below if you are interested in coaching with me. All of those opportunities are linked. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with my next one. Bye.